a funny sort of an evening, actually. Everybody in here, you're all in the raffle. And what will you win in the raffle? Well, you could win a Charlie Hannah CD. Whoa. Or you could win a Who Gives a Crap toilet roll. People at home, if you donate to the making of this event, then during the concert, then you will be put into the raffle. And also, if you chat along with us, I'll put you in the raffle as well. All right? So we're going to start off this evening with a couple of songs from my mate John Beetham, who's making his way to the stage as we speak. Oh, well done. Okay. Here he is. John Beetham! Yay!
Hi, everyone. Sorry, give me 1 sec. Need my words. Right, so this is a song about a bloke going on a ship and fighting, in the army or I don't really know much about the song. I know it sounds nice and I like it, so that's why I'm singing it. It was down by a colt's garden, for pleasure I did stray. A spider comely maid, talking to a sailor gay, saying, Susie, my love Susie, I'm going to leave the shore for to cross the briny ocean on a British man of war. Susie fell a weeping, and these words I heard her say. You needn't be so foolish as to throw yourself away. At the age of 21, I will receive my store, so change your inclination from a British man of war. Susie, lovely Susie, the truth to you I'll tell. The British flag is insulted, old England knows it well. You may be bound with laurels or some other jolly tar, but I'll cross the briny ocean on a British man of war. A few more words were spoken, and then they both shook hands. The sailors manned their oars and rowed from shore. Brave Willie waved his handkerchief till they were far from shore, saying, farewell, my lovely Susie, on a British man of war. Oh, ballsed up the end there, sorry. Right, now the next one a bit better. The next one is about, well, so I thought I knew what it was about, and then someone said, oh no, it's not about that. So I thought it was about someone seeing someone fishing and going, oi, what are you doing? And them going fishing, and then they get married. I think, yeah. But yeah, someone said that it's not about that. Sorry, I'm doing too much talking. As I walked out one May morning down by the riverside, there I did spy a bold fisherman a-rowing on the tide, a-rowing on the tide. There I did spy a bold fisherman a-rowing on the tide. Good morning to you, bold fisherman, how come you fishing here? Oh, I am fishing for your sweet sake down by the river clear, down by the river clear. Oh, I am fishing for your sweet sake down by the river clear. He took off his morning gown and gently laid it down, and she did spy 3 chains of gold a-hanging 3 times round, a-hanging 3 times round. And she did spy 3 chains of gold a-hanging 3 times round. She fell down on one bended knee, so loud for mercy called, oh, I have called you a bold fisherman, and I think you are some lord, and I think you are some lord. Oh, I have called you a bold fisherman, and I think you are some lord. Get up, get up, get up, he cried, from off your bended knee, for you've not said one single word that would offend me.
Time signature I'm in. No, it's not that.
Oh, come ye now to my father's hall, and you can be my bride, and you can have a bold fisherman to row you on the tide, to row you on the tide. Oh, you can have a bold fisherman to row you on the tide.
Brilliant, thank you, John. It was 5-4, wasn't it? It was supposed to be 5-4. It pretty much was. That was brilliant. Okay, so we're going to hear more of John in the second half, but for now, we're going to introduce to the stage, all the way from Margate, hey, Charlie Hannah, yay!
Hello, everyone. Thanks for all being here. Thank you. I'm Charlie, and it's great to see you all. A lot of the people here I know from the singing groups that I do. Jenny and John both run some with me, and a lot of other people here go to them. And I was telling everyone about it, and so yeah, thank you all for coming along and supporting. And I guess you're just interested to know what music I do. This is it. But it's funny because a couple of the people I told, thank you for buying tickets, they said, oh, careful, you haven't heard what we're going to say afterwards yet. You haven't heard our feedback. I was like, well, just, don't be too harsh. But bear this one in mind. This is called Praise Me. It's about seeking external validation. Okay. Let's get all comfy. Right. It's all about the presentation when you're trying to please your teachers. Get good at illustration and bubble writing. From Alaska to Madagascar, it could have been a mediocre map, but I made mine exciting. Praise me, pat me on the back and praise me. Remember when I used to be lazy? Now look at how far I've come. Praise me, I need some validation, so praise me. Your silent treatment's driving me crazy. Won't you tell me that I'm number one? You can't like everybody. Some people rub you up the wrong way. This man gave me unwanted life advice. I had two options. I could have risen to the bait. I could have acted out of hate, but I was nice and friendly. Praise me, pat me on the back and praise me. Remember when I used to be lazy? Now look at how far I've come. Praise me, I need some validation, so praise me. Your silent treatment's driving me crazy. Won't you tell me that I'm number one? Praise me for being so diplomatic. A lesser man might have attacked him when he told me I should go to hell. Praise me for how I got right back on the saddle. I was up shit creek with no paddle. Now I'm navigating life so well. 30p energy drink can, empty packet of Monster Munch. I picked them up and I found the nearest bin and put them in, and I did it for the planet, 'cause I'm a man who's proud of Thanet, and not for the praise, but praise me, pat me on the back and praise me. Remember when I used to be lazy? Now look at how far I've come. Praise me, I need some validation, so praise me. Your silent treatment's driving me crazy. Tell me that I'm number one. Praise me for being so diplomatic. A lesser man might have attacked him when he told me I should go to hell. Praise me for how I got right back on the saddle. I was up shit creek with no paddle. Now I'm navigating life so well. Praise me for picking you up from the station, and for not giving in to temptation, for staying faithful to you. Praise me for all these crazy chord changes and this timeless tasteful arrangement, and now it really starts to groove. Praise me for being up and dressed in the morning when the cumulonimbus was storming and I wanted so to stay in bed. Praise me for learning how to pay my taxes and for turning my life on its axis when I'd rather be drunk instead. Thank you very much, everyone. That was Praise Me. And is that coming through? Is that on? Yeah. Is this thing on? It's just, yeah, okay. So the next song is one about how sometimes, you know, like in love, when people are young and falling in love, girls are often attracted to the sort of more, my experience, more romantic type of boys. It's the ideal of like a romantic guy. And my experience, and from having been that guy at some points, that they're not very sensible to people to be in a relationship with. It's much better to be with someone sensible and rational and just like quite boring, really. This is a song with a moral. Has anyone ever been out with a romantic guy and it not gone so well? Yeah, you have there. Anyone else? No, no one's saying that. Yeah, in my generation, we call these types of people soft boys. But I don't know if you guys, you know what it means, Grace. So this is called Never Trust a Romantic Boy. And it's got a message. Okay. Never trust a romantic boy. He will promise you worlds of joy. Read your poetry under a tree and say that it's meant to be. He will follow his heart today, but tomorrow who can say? A pretty girl walks his way. There's no way of making him stay. don't trust him when he says he loves you. He's in love with the music and the stars above. He's in love with himself. He's in love with love. Never trust a romantic boy. He'll be using the same old ploy. It worked for him 10 times before. Oh, not that he's keeping score. He will cry in your arms one night, but as time fills the candlelight, before you know he'll take his flight. He's only chasing a high, so don't trust him when he says he loves you. He's in love with the music and the stars above. He's in love with himself. He's in love with love. He's in love with the music and the stars above. He's in love with himself. He's in love with love. Thank you. Right, so this song was inspired by, I met a man a few years ago. It was a producer we were working with. And this is long before I had children myself, but he was telling me about his granddaughter who was 3 and about how she was the top of the class in her school. And I just thought, wow, you know, yeah, you may be good then, but like I was good when I was that age. I was good at primary school, top of the class, and I just went downhill from there. And so the thing I thought I wanted to do a song about is called "You've Got Your Whole Life to Fall Off the Ball," and it means if you're doing well, don't feel too smug because you could fail tomorrow. Okay, you got your whole life to fall off the ball. So you've got a new job and it's paying all right. They're giving you a pension and the future looks bright. But tomorrow's a gamble. You've got no control. You've got your whole life to fall off the ball. So you've given up drinking and you're going to a gym. You're eating fruit. You say you're gonna get thin. So you make a green salad, and though the portion's small, you've got your whole life to fall off the ball. You've got your whole life to fall, got your whole life to slip, got your whole life to stumble, so you better get a grip. So your 3-year-old kid, she's getting straight A's. She's fluent in German, and all the teachers say that she's gonna be a genius, and she's gonna stand tall, but she too has a whole life to fall off the ball. You've got your whole life to fall, got your whole life to slip, got your whole life to stumble, so you better get a grip. So you found religion, and you're learning to pray. You're even meditating. It's a brand new way, you say. You're wearing sandals and a long white shawl, but you got your whole life to fall, your whole life to fall, your whole life to fall off the ball. Thank you. The other song I did before, the one about the romantic boy, I feel there's a link between that song and this song. And when I used to go on dates when I was younger, like a teenager or early 20s, I used to always have that the problem would be I would be too overly serious and sensitive and sort of like troubled early on, and so this song is to sort of like people maybe who are a bit like me or to my younger self, and it's called Keep It Light. Okay. You like her, she likes you. You think she has the right to get to know you. The real you, deep down in your soul, with all your pain. But hold on, if she's the one, there will be plenty long and rainy days to come. So smile while you're both still young and have some fun. Keep it light, keep it nice and easy, keep it light. If you wanna do it right, keep it light. Don't clip the wings before it's even taken flight. You turned up, she'd waited, but you like to think that you're so complicated. You tell her of all your highbrow books with pensive looks, but if she's Cindy or Sarah, she wants to be your lover, not your carer. So look deep within you through that dark and find your spark. Keep it light, keep it nice and easy, keep it light. If you wanna do it right, keep it light. Don't puncture the wheel before you've even learned to ride. Keep it light, keep it light, keep it light. Scratch beneath the surface and you will see that no one does it perfectly. Short sleeps, long nights, so when they get the chance they keep it light. Keep it nice and easy, keep it light. If you wanna do it right, keep it light. Keep it nice and easy, keep it light. If you wanna do it right. Thank you. Thanks very much. This is the fiddly one. This is the difficult one on the piano. So this is called Give Me an Overview, and it's about how in this day and age, we're overwhelmed by the amount of information. Everyone agrees. Many people agree. I feel like Donald Trump. Many people are saying it, but it's true. Like, we've got too much at our fingertips, and I find like, say you're going through Wikipedia and you're like, oh, that's interesting. You click on more hyperlinks or a podcast and listen to like 10 minutes of this one, 10 minutes of that one. I get such a surface level understanding of any of these areas that I might be interested in. And then before you could just read a book and that would be what you had. But now there's too much available. So this is called Give Me an Overview, how I just want surface level paragraph information about anything. I don't want the details, I haven't got time. I'm making a sandwich, gotta be there by 9. I'll scan through the headlines and that'll be fine. Give me an overview. My interest is peaking, soon it'll be gone. So many distractions, I can't stay for long. So make your points convincing and your arguments strong. Give me an overview. The tip of the tip of the tip of the tip of the iceberg is all that I'm interested in. The packaging's bright, but the substance is thin, and I'll never know what's hidden within. Give me an overview. I'm a Renaissance man, that's what I like to say. Have you seen all my classics? Such a fine array. But I don't have the time to open a page. So give me an overview. I'll read the synopsis on Wikipedia. Click through the hyperlinks, the related media. For information consumption, no one is greedier. Give me an overview. The tip of the tip of the tip of the tip of the iceberg is all that I'm interested in. The packaging's bright, but the substance is thin, and I'll never know what's hidden within. Give me an overview. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to do a song now called Evaporated Girl. And this is a sci-fi love song. It's inspired by a book by Philip K. Dick. Has anyone read Philip K. Dick stuff? Yeah. There's one of his books called A Scanner Darkly. That one about that one? I don't know, I've read it. There's this secret agent girl in it, and at one point she evaporates. And it's like, well, was she even there to begin with? So this is Evaporated Girl. Well, we found it on a lie. Did they send her as a spy? My evaporated girl. I keep my head up in the clouds, so I might see her somehow. My evaporated girl. Evaporated girl, slipping through my fingers. Evaporated girl, did the pressure push you into a water world? High up out of sight, the sun was just too bright. You vaporized. It may have been a hologram. You filled the heart of a hollow man. My evaporated girl. Did I reach for you too soon? Did you aim and miss the moon? You're my evaporated girl. Evaporated girl, slipping through my fingers. Evaporated girl, did the pressure push you into a water world? High up out of sight, the sun was just too bright. I wait for the rain. I search for you again. I trudge through Puddle Town. You may be on the ground. Downtown neon lights, driving through the night. My evaporated girl. When the traffic lights turned red, I swore I saw you walk ahead. You're my evaporated girl. push you into a water world. High up out of sight, the sun was just too bright. You vaporized. My evaporated girl. You vaporized. My evaporated girl. You vaporized. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
I'm just going to interrupt for 2 minutes to say, people at home, if you are in a position to donate to this concert, it would be absolutely brilliant because we're a small independent venue without any funding. And if you could donate a small amount, if all of you, because there's loads of you watching, if you just donate a small amount. Now, Charlie comes from Margate, so what I was thinking was perhaps, a stick of Margate rock. Not the little ones, they're quite the big ones, yeah? Yeah, I think... Well, I reckon they're around, for at least, I thought a fiver, yeah.
five,
Yeah,
the small
fiver,
ones,
yeah, and, 2 would be good, yeah. Especially as I have a feeling that quite a lot of the people watching are your relatives, and if they really loved you...
They could definitely.
I think they really should, yeah. So those people at home who aren't in the room, people in the room, there's a merch table behind me. For people who aren't in the room, where can they find your CDs?
Well, the CDs, I think, are on Bandcamp, but if it's my family watching, I can just give them to them when I see them.
No, you can sell them to them. You can sell them to them.
But you can listen to it on Spotify and those sorts of things.
Yeah. And I think someone who rhymes Wikipedia deserves a donation, quite frankly. And also the line, she wants to be your lover, not your carer. I think it's just absolutely fabulous. Yes, well done. Yeah, great. Okay, back to Charlie. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So I've got 10 minutes, I think, till break time. So I've got half an hour, have I? Oh, okay. 20 minutes. Oh, it's flying by. Goodness me. Oh, what is that? Oh, hang on a minute. Where am I up to? Okay, now I've got a while. So, all right, then I'm going to take this off. And right, I'm going to do a serious song now. And, okay, another fiddly one. This is a melancholic song about getting through the day. And it's called How I Divide My Time. How I divide my time. How I divide my time. It's how I divide my time. How I divide my time. I'll take a scalpel to a wooden clock face, carve it into pieces, and stand them in a line. I'll paint them up as tiny timber soldiers, make them run my errands. It's how I divide my time. How I divide my time. How I divide my time. It's how I divide my time. How I divide my time. And in the early morning, in the kitchen, measured out in tea leaves, every task assigned. And in the evening, in my long division, I find some imprecision in how I divide my time. How I divide my time. How I divide my time. It's how I divide my time. How I divide my time. How I divide my time. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that was a song about there's the image of the person in the kitchen thinking about getting through the day, and that's linked to one of my micro genre that I've pioneered throughout my illustrious career, and that's called Domestica. And Domestica is songs about housework, hobbies, and the human condition, the mundane, things about like the things beneath the tip of the iceberg, things that don't get much attention in most popular songs. And yeah, so this next song is one of those ones, about something very mundane. It's called bookkeeping. And I used to run a business with my wife called The Grain Grocer. Jeff knows it. And I was tasked with some of the sort of behind the scenes stuff, which I'm really not suited to. I'm an artist, you know, I can't do things with figures, and I really struggled with it, getting through it all. And so sometimes just these piles of paper all across the lounge, spread out across the whole lounge, and I couldn't get down to it when I was supposed to. So it'd be like every couple of months, just a couple of days worth of this absolute hell. And so I wrote a song about it. But it's quite a jaunty song anyway. But it reminded me of doing homework. And as young as being like in primary school, having these pieces of homework and just not being able to do it, just getting so distracted. So this is called Bookkeeping, and it's about that. Bookkeeping, I'm keeping books, I'm bookkeeping 1,000 pages on my desk. This puts my patience to the test. Bookkeeping, I'm keeping books, bookkeeping. This brings back homework memories. Distraction brings me to my knees. All of the times I wasted yesterday, they'll come back to haunt me. All of the times I wasted, terrified of hard work. Bookkeeping, I'm keeping books, I'm bookkeeping. There's piles and piles of old receipts, and then some miscellaneous sheets. All of the times I wasted yesterday, they'll come back to haunt me. All of the times I wasted, terrified of hard work. Bookkeeping, I'm keeping books, I'm bookkeeping. I'm keeping books, I'm bookkeeping. I'm keeping books, I'm bookkeeping. Thank you. Bit of Christian rock for you now. So, you know, the Rolling Stones had that song, Sympathy for the Devil. Sort of like letting the devil off, you know, everything is done wrong. But I always think like, you know, people know the devil's bad. He's supposed to be bad. He's supposed to be the bad guy. So he never gets a hard time. It's a given. But God, I feel like, gets held up to unrealistic standards of perfection. They're just unrealistic. So this song is kind of just trying to say, give him a break. Even God makes mistakes. That's what it's called. So, read this one. Okay, here we go. Even God makes mistakes, he's only human, with the best intentions in the world. It's impossible to get it all done. There's a whole universe and he's only one. Besides, even God needs to have some fun. Even God needs a place to go away to. Even heaven can get dull after a while. So when things go wrong in my week, I think God's lying back on a beach. Even God can be out of reach. God wasn't born yesterday. In fact, he's getting on a bit. He's not as nimble as he was. He finds it hard to get downstairs. Still know he cares. Even God needs a shoulder to lean on. It's lonely at the top of the pile. He needs a friendly face to say that it's all gonna be okay. And even God yesterday. In fact, he's getting on a bit. He's not as nimble as he was. He finds it hard to get downstairs, but I still know he cares. Even God needs a shoulder to lean on. Yes, it's lonely at the top of the pile. He just needs a friendly face to say that it's all gonna be okay. And even God makes mistakes. Yes, even God makes mistakes. Won't you give him a break? Yes, even God makes mistakes. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I'm going to do a song now called. Sounds a bit like a French song. This one. It sounds like a French chanson, but unfortunately the words aren't in French. It's called "I Can Never Go Back Again." It's a song about childhood. Okay. Sea. I was probably 8, 9 or 10, but something compelled me to flee, and I can never go back again. We were young as the fresh orchard breeze, and we sparkled like apples in rain, like a wind fallen from the trees. I can never go back again. Like fruit trees my father had planted, I grew, ripened, took it for granted, and then when I became disenchanted, I had to leave. Oh, our hair was as blonde as the straw, and the wheat that grew all down the lane, and my wintertime blues would all fall if I could only go back again. Thank you. How long more in this half? 10 minutes. Okay, great. So I'll do. Oh, okay, all right. All right, great. Okay, cool. All right, I'll do. This song is called. This song is this is a rather convoluted story in this song, and it's about conspiracy. It's about betrayal. It's about big pharma. It's about things like that. And it's a suicide. It's got loads of stuff in it, and it's a very convoluted plot. And I just see if anyone can follow it. The music video would be very high budget if it did ever have one. It's called Iceberg, and Iceberg is, I'd called it just one word, like iceberg. It sounds like an Adele song or something. It sounds like it's going to be a hit. Iceberg by Adele. But Iceberg is actually the surname of the one of the central characters in the song, Montague Iceberg. And he owns a company called Iceberg Enterprises, which is a company that sells pills and drugs and stuff like that. Like a bit like GlaxoSmithKline, that sort of thing. What's that, sorry? Lettuces. Okay. That was my old job. That's what I used to do. This is Iceberg. Right. Stephanie Iceberg and Robert Mills worked in a shop selling coughing pills. She made the dosage, he manned the tills. They were a force to be reckoned with. Stephanie's husband, the eminent Montague Jr., the president of Iceberg Enterprises, was a powerful man not to be messing with. After hours, tidying up, Stephanie said she was on the verge of giving up. Red pills, blue pills. Who killed Montague Iceberg? Red pills, blue pills. Stephanie and Robert Mills. Red pills, blue pills. Who killed Montague Iceberg? Red pills, blue pills. Stephanie and Robert Mills. The plot thickens now, okay? Lexapro and sertraline, citalopram, fluoxetine. Montague had tried and failed with them all. A cursed family name, synonymous with fame, wealth, and shame, had been a stain. For Montague Iceberg was struggling. His alcohol intake was doubling. The pink champagne was bubbling down his shirt. So Steffi recounted to Rob one day how Montague had used his hand this way, and in one eye her vision now was blurred. So the day when the Iceberg prescription came, Stephanie, she played a dangerous game. Swapped the sertraline for fentanyl, and Robert ran it through the till. The night that followed, the news apps came alive. Montague was dead, suspected suicide. suicide by red pills, blue pills. Who killed Montague Iceberg? Red pills, blue pills. Stephanie and Robin Mills. Give me some red pills, blue pills. Who killed Montague Iceberg? Red pills, blue pills. Stephanie and red pills, blue pills. Montague Iceberg, red pills, blue pills. Stephanie pills. Thank you very much. This is the raffle. So, where's the camera? That was looking at that one.
Yeah.
No, that the one up there. Uncle Chris.
Oh, good. I was hoping it was going to be him.
I bet he's been very active on the chat.
He has been quite active on the chat, yes. Yes, he wants
Thanks,
you to
Chris.
be Prime Minister.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, no, well, I wouldn't take the job personally, but they...
No, I wouldn't want it. No,
Right,
no,
he's
thank
won
you.
a CD if he doesn't have them all. And
He does, in fact, he does. He's the only person I think that does have them all. He's the only person in the world that
He
has
can
everything
give
on.
one away. So who's the second person?
The second person is
Oh, the tension is mounting.
Daphne Chapman. Oh,
Daphne Chapman.
hello.
Daphne Chapman, you have won a toilet roll. Who gives a crap emergency toilet roll? That is fabulous. Well done. Okay, thank you. Okay, one more song from you, Charlie. Thank you.
Okay, one more song. Okay. Right. Well, I'm going to finish on another Domestica song, this one. And this is a song about tidying. And it's called Moving the Mess Around. You've got heaps of junk lying everywhere. You've got to do something or you're gonna go spare. So you get some boxes see-through red, and they all fit nicely underneath the bed. Moving the mess around. Moving the mess around. Moving the mess around. Moving the mess around. You wanna burn it down to the ground. Moving the mess around. You hate your neighbors 'cause they keep you up. You hate your job and you're out of luck. You're gonna move your life to a better place. Margate, Cliftonville, Ramsgate, Herne Bay, Sandwich? No? You'd be a brand new man with a brand new face, but you're only ever moving the mess around. Moving the mess around. Moving the mess around. Moving the mess around. You wanna burn it down to the ground. Moving the mess around. You say your problems are in your head. So you take a day off and you lie in bed. You roll one up and smoke your cares away. But they all come back in another way. You're moving the mess around. Moving the the ground, but you're only moving the mess, moving the mess around, moving the mess around, moving the mess around, moving the mess around. You wanna burn it down to the ground, moving the mess around.
Hey, Hannah! Yay!
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie. It was lovely to see everybody singing along with the last two songs. Yeah, it was great. Thank you very much. We especially want to thank this evening. Well, Grace is back. Hooray! It's lovely to see Grace. And we especially want to thank Chris and Grace, who've been doing the filming this evening unexpectedly, because Roger and Phil, who normally do it, couldn't come this evening. And so they've stepped in at the last minute, and it's just really, I'm very pleased, and thank you very much. Thank you. I think you did a great job. That's wonderful. And thank you, Andrew on the door, and John on the sound, great sound as usual, and Naomi at the bar, fantastic, yeah. And Lizzie in Gallows posting away on Facebook and Insta What's It and all that kind of thing. So next week, have I missed anybody out? I don't think I have. Next week, we've got Snottle Dogs, which is shanty loveliness and lots of choruses and joining in and having a great time. The following week, we've got on July the 13th, we've got triage. That's not the following week. We've got fortnight. And they really, I mean, if your feet were tapping just now, it's, you know, it's going to be, we'll probably have to get a new floor. And then we've got Ben Paley, who is a brilliant fiddle player and very, very funny as well. And he does great songs and very, very witty man, lovely. July the 27th, Jez Hellard and the Jukella Orchestra. Do you know them? Brilliant. Really, really good. They've been here twice before. They're really, really good. So on Monday, there's a scratch band. So if any of you have an instrument you want to rock up here and play a tune with the rest of us, that would be great. It's led by James Kerry, and that's a really good evening. I'd just like to thank Charlie Hannah again on here. We're going for a break. You lot at home, I'm sorry, you can do whatever you like now. You're free. You're free. And here you go. You've got the thing coming up soon. And my name's Maura Butler. This is Rosalind Court. Good night.